Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Whitney merciless from his linebacker spot in to drop him in his tracks.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30. 10. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Touchdown, Texas.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, as they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Fairbairn lining up.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Snead that time. 1st down, Baltimore. Jackson trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Forward. 56. Check 56. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Ravens.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 21-0 our score after 1.
First quarter with the score Texans 21, Ravens 0.
So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This is caught, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Texans push further out in front. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because You're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmaker. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Yeah, able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
They're not ready for this. They still playing. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check that.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 94 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good catch there by Mark Andrews, who was Lamar Jackson's favorite target last year. They came in the same draft class and quickly got in sync with each other. Andrews led the team in receptions with 64 last year for 852 yards en route to his first Pro Bowl.
They go play action with Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up
second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
touchdown.
Des Bryant, 33 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a first down throw. Watson being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Texans 42, Ravens 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken from about the 12. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot.
31, David Johnson.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
16-yard.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
On the tackle. A gain of 7. First down, Ravens.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Texans 49, Ravens 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And the Raven first down.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side taken in by the tight end Bryant. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at the Texans' 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route.
Jackson.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson will throw again. It's complete to Brown. going right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
56. Mutts 56. Bound to lose one. Play 56.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Again, Jackson. He's got it. And the Ravens are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens, they claw one back. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And now here is another interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans would be happy to see that guy all year long.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Not much there, only a yard.
9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Jackson. Bryant with a catch right side. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Jackson on first down. Quick slant to Brown. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100% in his rookie year. As head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played.
And he coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Rolling to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with Johnson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards on the ground. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. From the gun, Jackson steps away to it, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
he's got it at the 15. A big-time play there for the Texans. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
And Watson's going to throw it here. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Yeah, slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson on the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Jackson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Marquis.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. The first down carry here for Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Off of play action, it's Watson rolling to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Score Texans.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working.